Hello, Wojciech Pietrzak, the last round of the first day of New York Grand Slam 2021. The opponent Firat Guncu from Turkey. No pasaran. 1-1 between us so far. And it's as simple as that. Whoever loses this game has absolutely no chance to advance further. Whoever wins has chance to advance further, but nothing certain about it. Now what the hell a hand is this? There are 5 great headlines, Soviet headlines in turn 1, and I got 3 of them. But I can't headline all of them at once. I will pick Nasser because first I have Middle East scoring, and second, had he defected it, it's the cheapest headline. Okay, no point in cooing Italy in such a case, so let's take a chance on Iran. 5-year plan looks like an obvious hold card. CUS and to go for ops, so Warsaw Pact. So is Warsaw Pact. Vietnam revolts and access gainer later, because the first thing to do is to grab victory points from Middle East. That was a juicy coup of him. And okay, I can coup one more time. Ooh, that was very unlucky. Now I may have problems dominating Middle East. I need 1 to Lebanon or Syria, 2 to Iraq, 2 more to Libya. Okay, I should do it, but without gaining much from Vietnam revolts. Yeah, it was very decent of him to go to Lebanon. Maybe I could play the China card, save 5-year plan and Vietnam revolts, and headline Vietnam revolts next turn. Especially if he decides to break 2 battlegrounds in Middle East now. Because if he breaks Syria, well, it's ultimately worth 2 battlegrounds now, but certainly not worth not having Middle East. On the other hand, without China card, it's much more difficult to flip Thailand. Yeah, it was a typical hand when I had too many good cards. But 4 victory points for Middle East is not that bad. Asia now scores 1 in his favor. Europe scores 0. Many things depend on where does red score purge come. This 1-1 we have doesn't say everything about our history of games. CIA is now not a safe play. Okay, so I'll play Vietnam Revolts, but not for an event. I don't want to play the China card now. That CIA is not safe. Because I won a normal friendly game against him, and what I lost against him was when I attempted to play 2 games at once, 30 minutes each. I then lost both of them, one against him and one against Paweł Januszewski. Both of them I lost on time, not by much time, to say it, but well, whew. I'm glad I won it. Okay, and I got Decall and Defectors. And CIA. Let's go all in, by which I mean fighting for Asia. Ew. Being perched doesn't really help fighting for Asia. So let's get rid of CIA ASAP in this case. And excuse me for a moment. Without RSP, I would just flip Thailand with the China card, but now I'm gonna take defensive stand in Asia, just trying to not get dominated. And in the meantime, I'll try to threaten something. Like, for example, India or France, etc., etc. Ideally, I could hold 5-year plan and defectors. And I can't afford giving him North Korea now. At least in a single move. I guess I can live with that, especially being able to get rid of Truman for free, as we already didn't coup anywhere. I think Asia is already lost. More to the point, fighting for saving Asia may cause me lose elsewhere. But this is one of the reasons why holding 5-year plan may be worth. If he doesn't have Asia now, maybe I'm gonna draw it later. I wanted to play the China card anyway, and it renders all my battlegrounds in Europe immune to breaks. Because even if he uses a 4-op card now, I can play Truman Doctrine and use op first. I will lose my point from Czechoslovakia, Finland or Yugoslavia. I expect Czechoslovakia, that's what I would do. But I'm gonna get rid of Truman. And well, I don't really have time to think on coups. I probably don't also have firepower to fight for domination in Europe. And that's the effect of being purged. So I can hope for my 5-year plan. Ideally, if I could draw Asia scoring next turn, assuming he doesn't have it this turn. So far, let's grab some military operations and deny him presence in Lebanon. If I can connect it with coupping Iran successfully, I may deny him presence in Middle East for a long time. I guess I just reminded him that DEFCON was at 3. But well, I should also put one in Burma, otherwise he can use a 4-op. Okay, he doesn't have a 4-op. Okay, he could use a 4-op to break my presence in Asia. I just realized that 4-ops are gone. I'm playing 3 cards worth 1-op each this turn, so Red Scare is not as effective as it might be. This is painful and not much can be done about it. I can only hope he doesn't have it. If he has it and goes for higher score, the Cambridge 5 isn't helpful because it doesn't really stop him from scoring high here. And it's much better used to just be put in Lebanon, assuming he doesn't. But if he does, okay, I can coup one more time. If he doesn't score until AR6, it may be, however, worth playing the Cambridge 5 on AR6. Because if... Okay, now... He happens to have Asia scoring. Okay, never mind. I guess independent threats are going to break this temporary domination. In the meantime, what I can do is secure 2 victory points, or at least secure 2 military operations and grab Panama by a great roll. Of course, I couldn't hope for a 6, but I should have could anyway. And Panama was the most obvious target to it. Now Cambridge 5 doesn't help in Asia. And he had the scoring. My best bet now is to take Lebanon before he does. And just accept what happened here. And hope that Asia is not going to return too soon. And if it is, let it come to my hand when I have 5-year plan. It doesn't really look reversible easily. I need game changers, and probably I need multiple of them. But this... I didn't like this move. Still vulnerable to things like, for example, socialist governments, which I got. Undefectable. I think I will give him this coup, because socialist governments, grabbing 2 from West Germany and 1 from Spain, Portugal. Set Europe for 6. Plus, if he coups now, I play captured Nazi scientist before he goes to space. Had I had any 4-ops card, I could headline Vietnam revolts and flip Thailand. In the long run, it could be even worth more than scoring Europe now. But I don't have it, so probably Vietnam revolts are going to be played for ops one more time, maybe to Vietnam and Burma even. Why not? I'm playing the entire hand because the combination of 5-year plan and UN intervention just makes it so. For starters, let's do this. I think I didn't see Arab-Israeli war, so if he doesn't space it, I will have my mill-ups. Containment. I think you have Middle East scoring, my friend. You're behaving as if you had one. Normally I'd like to keep you an intervention, but with this hand it's just impossible to do it. So it's no use in spacing defectors. Maybe let's provoke some good target for me. Maybe I could and should even play to Colombia and Saharan states. But he's cooing. He's rolling low enough. I'm not rolling much better than he does, but I have my mill-ups. That's very good. I have to discard 5-year plan eventually, and that's rather bad. Ooh. And that's a portion of bad news as well. Okay. The Asians would have eaten me for this, but I'm using 5-year plan to 3 non-battlegrounds. What looks good? The VP track, the Americas, the Middle East. What doesn't look good? Africa, Asia. And the fact that we are entering mid-war. I think I didn't see this though. And that looks good as well. That's a very good question whether I should risk missile envy or not. I think I shouldn't, and I think I can work on South America, but first I should probably check his hand. About my hand, I have 4 victory points so far with OPEC and Willy Brandt. I can earn 1 more with Venezuela, which is 5, and it creates South America a 5-point gainer, which would be enough to win the game. John Paul and independent threats are hurtful, but not very important. So he discards first, and then he shows me what he drew, but not very important. Oh! And he drew Africa scoring, but what did he discard? Mid East scoring, Southeast Asia, Central America scoring. Not gonna be easy to counter Africa. In this case... why did he discard Southeast Asia? Okay. In this case, let's take this risk. At the very worst, I will sacrifice some position in Europe to grab some points in South America. I may avoid playing Willy Brandt for an event. I should play OPEC for an event. US-Japan. I'm very glad he gave it to me. Now I assume he coups with Missile Envy. Which can be met by controlling the other battleground. I don't really have too much cards to perform coups. Oh, he's coupping Colombia with Missile Envy. Not the worst choice he made. Certainly not the worst. Okay, let it be here. Ooh, I really hoped for a higher roll. South America, Asia and Africa are the only remaining scorings. This doesn't look good. Damned Kennedy. And damned his high roll. And my low roll in Nigeria, I mean even a 2, would change very much. Now he's close to control Africa. And I don't really have an idea to what extent should I push South America. That's what I call game-changing Kennedy. But at least he didn't discard Long Gunman. I need a presence here. Five is acceptable to some extent. Okay, this must be played soon. And let's push victory points, because I will need them soon. But this way, even Asia's scoring shouldn't push the points into his favor. Of course, there will be things like kitchen debates or alliance for progress or brush war. Damn it. Nuclear subs as the last action round works best under given circumstances. It works even better. He needs a 3 because he should overprotect Algeria and South Africa. And he only has a 1. So okay, after Africa is gone, he's still at +6. Sorry, I'm still at +6, but with Asia still in the deck. It's funny, because now there are no more scorings left. But we have to prepare for the fact that there will be some. Okay. Voice of America to space. Another space race attempt if it succeeds. Salt negotiations for making my hand longer. Junta to somehow counter Bear Trap by granting access here and degrading DEFCON in the headline. So, Voice of America to the free space race attempt failed. I'm not even that unhappy about this failure. Okay, but this is much, especially if he has the scoring. And he had the scoring. All right then. This is switching the most here. Oh, that was a killing combo. Even Che isn't much helpful now. Of course, I will trigger the event anyway, because I have 2 one-stop countries. But still, somebody's attempting to control Asia, and I can't really do much about it. Okay, I can live with these results. Now salt should be played next turn, I guess. Unless I fail with a space race. Because long gunman should be played... Well, if it returns, Defcon should already be at 2. No easy way back. I think I don't really have two good cards grabbed by salt. I think the best I can have is OPEC. No scorings for the remaining round. Turn, sorry. And he doesn't have two good coup targets. Because with salt it's almost only 1 stabs or 4 ops. I guess it wasn't good enough. And I'm not complaining about this one. Of course, Venezuela was a good target. I don't want to play OPEC for 3 only. Especially that I may now get cards like Muslim Revolution. I'm not even surprised about this. I actually got Muslim Revolution. So I think the call for coup in Libya, or not Libya, maybe Zaire, yeah, and Portuguese Empire, maybe, maybe I should have headlined something else. I don't really need Liberation Theology event. This is something. Of course, getting into Mexico would be nice, but I feel there are better things I can do. For example, I can coup Zaire with Liberation Theology, then play Arms Race. Maybe first take Venezuela if possible, or Brazil, Zaire, Argentina, whatever is possible. He can't take everything when purged. I don't also need to match the Portuguese Empire crumbles event, although it's much more important than the goal, of course. So this, and then Muslim, maybe first arms race or not. He knows I have OPEC. But he doesn't know about arms race and Muslims. Alliance for the influence. Yeah, that made sense. Portuguese Empire crumbles may be a nice AR7 play if he doesn't coup before. I just thought so. I have to trick him somehow. Okay, this looks like a direct counter to shuttle diplomacy. And the space race candidate is John Paul rather than grain sales, because grain sales, if kept until turn 7, can be spaced then, just to never return. Of course, OPEC must be played this turn to be able to return. I'm no longer winning in the Middle East, but maybe Muslims return. Okay, let's be honest, the board doesn't look good, especially Asia. I just have to hope this is not the scoring that returns, or if this returns, it returns together with 5-year plan in my hand. And no DEFCON problems. Quite fortunate. Even more fortunate. Okay. These are little things, of course, but worth mentioning as fortunate. Very unfortunate. In case of some missile envy. For which, of course, I would give alliance for progress. My first play, I guess, should be Alliance for Progress to Argentina, Brazil, and either Burma or Vietnam. Middle East is, of course, important, but I think I will have time to eventually take Israel with Suez Crisis and score Middle East for domination. I may, however, have no time to play Alliance for Progress. Yep. Without any effect. Grain sails to space are meant to hold. Somebody has Africa scoring, I guess. Not necessarily Southeast Asia scoring, because he might just thought that my play into Vietnam was due to Southeast Asia scoring. Somebody also had Southeast Asia scoring. Okay, I guess I won't be able to play Brezhnev Doctrine. This could be better, but okay. In fact, it couldn't. I think I won't be able to play Brezhnev Doctrine. Let's first focus on this. Maybe I should risk our man in Tehran. On the other hand, if it pulls any America, I'm deadly lost. Ooh. Not that I wasn't lost now. Okay. All in. just to save Brezhnev for the next turn. Whew. Not that bad. And with a good roll. So Crane sails to space and summit Columbia. That's an American way of thinking. I am the Soviets. But at least if he could, he can't play AR7 of his choice. Come on, play this Allende. I have 15 minutes more, so excuse me for a moment. Maybe I'll keep him waiting. Yes, this also. Okay, that was quite fortunate. I'll be seeing his headline. Taking into account that DEFCON or some war games are my best bets now. It doesn't look tragic. He either has a very game-changing turn 7, action round 7, or very miserable card. the one that he has except Allende. So I think placing one into Colombia may put him in some trouble, or at least not easy decision. He really has Africa scoring. He tricked me in very well. Maybe he's stuck with Longaman. I should know it soon. I think I should headline Cuban Missile Crisis and then Aldrich Ames Remix, or in the reverse order. To see whether I have chance to win by wargames or not. Headlines how I learned. So Aldrich Ames should be first to be able to drop Defcon after he puts it on, let's say, 5. I think I'm gonna discard terrorism from your hand. Because wargames is my best chance, I think. He has what? Nuclear test ban, yeah. That's a 4-up card. So let's first attempt, we have something here. I don't need Vietnam revolts as an event. I want to play John Paul after he plays Solidarity. I want to play Kitchen Debates until it's safe. And I want to keep war games at all costs. Socialist governments. Okay. Stopped African domination and got rid of kitchen debates. That's good. I also want to play decoy when he gets rid of high cards. Pershing, Yuri, Solidarity, Nuclear Test Bomb, Evil Empire. He's playing the entire hand regardless whether he plays the China card or not now. It's Pershing, Yuri, Solidarity, Evil Empire. At the very worst, I may try to space Brezhnev, but this is gonna show him what I get. Pershing, Evil Empire, Yuri. And Europe doesn't really matter any longer. I also don't feel I must use Muslim Revolution for an event. It may turn important if I survive until the final scoring, but for the final scoring, Asia is really more important than this. This can be repaired with China card only. Okay, now the important moment. I can win the game with 50% chance if I space Brezhnev Doctrine now. I don't feel I really have chance to win the game otherwise, unless I get these scorings, but this is independent. So let's try it, because I think it's my best attempt and failed. And probably it told him everything about my plans. So now the only thing that can save me is to grab victory points before he does. With his victory points to win the game. Or at least grab the China card and hope for some DEFCON. Which he gave me for the price of controlling Asia. So now what? Central America scoring. OPEC. And his card. I really can't see myself winning this game if I'm not winning it right now. Oh no, he has Asia scoring. This is so much hurtful. Okay, OPEC won't get any better than this. Damn it, and I rolled only one here when it could really be game changing. So I think it's over, and I think I'm not gonna play tomorrow. Of course, I will try to hold war games, hoping for a miracle in the next turn. But I'm ready to agree that this miracle is not gonna happen. But of course I'm not gonna give up, because Long Gunman is still in play, and because time is something I may count on. And because his last move doesn't seem to make much sense. I'm not giving you these realignments. Come on! It was really a case when 2 would make a huge difference. Oh, we're setting up multiple realignments. How about no? There's still a chance if he has both scorings and unplayable cards. Not much of a chance, but Ooh. Ooh. It was one lucky roll, but I just lost 4 points I could have gained in Central America, and I must say this was a mistake on my side. I completely forgot about this realignments option. OPEC is no longer a problem, and 8 action rounds. Well, if this is a problem, I'm lost anyway. So I'm probably ending New York Grand Slam on the first day, not making it any longer. Ooh. And I got long gunman, so this is the end. I also got Ortega. Okay, I owe it to you, the viewers of my channel, to play the game until the end and to do my best in what's remaining. But as far as I see, I guess there is no chance for me to survive this game, not even a theoretical one, except him losing on time. Which I really doubt, because 10 minutes for the last turn is more than enough. This just wasn't my best evening. I made one crucial mistake against Tassos by not over-controlling Pakistan, and I made a mistake against Firat by not scoring Central America when it was worth 4, although it's unclear in Tassos' case, but here it's rather clear that it wouldn't change anything. He just played the game very well. It's funny. Okay, I want to see your hand. But I guess I will not be able to coup. ABM treaty and missile envy and all this stuff and UN intervention. Just adding fuel to the fire, damn it. Come on, really? I really hoped for some juicy realignments following this long gunman, but I want to keep the goal as a threat, so I don't want to play war games because missile envy. Let's hope for this. Come on! 2 once in a row. In both cases, 2 would make a huge difference. Just because of this fucking shit. What happened? It really doesn't matter what I play now. These two rolls were just... eh. You don't even want to comment this. Because it's impossible to comment without using the words generally considered offensive. Yes, I know, even emptying Nigeria doesn't stop him from dominating Africa. I have to risk this at -3 and lose 1. Yep, I know. Thank you for watching and see you perhaps in Grand Slam London, because I'm not gonna advance to tomorrow games. And probably see you next time in some ITSL or OTSL or friendly game in my channel. I still like this game, and I still thank you for being here with me and watching my games and commenting them, because I don't get many comments, but when I get them, they're really useful. Usually. From this place I'd like to send special regards to Harvey. I don't know who he is, but he used to comment my games, and each of his comments made me think about, I played this game and I didn't think about it, and this comment shows new things in the game to me. So thank you once more, and please keep commenting my games and my channel. Boo. Okay, let it go to the final scoring. Wow. I think there are going to be like between 30 and 35 points in his favor. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. I'm dominating 2 regions. He's only controlling Asia versus no presence. 17 would be 18 with Formosan resolution and so on, but it's not. Okay. Oh, I was right. It's actually 31, so it's between 30 and 35.